Hi there, Tara here. I am so excited to spend a few minutes with you today. I want to talk to you about being the real you in business. The reason it's so important is because you've probably seen a lot of entrepreneurs who are truly portraying who they are through the course of their business. And you're thinking, oh, yeah, well, I get it, I see it. But yet you are setting yourself up with certain limitations. And the limitations are coming from somewhere deeper. And if they're coming from somewhere deeper, that is something you can fix. It is something that you have learned. It is something you can fix. It's something that you can absolutely move past. And I'm so excited to step you through some of what I've experienced so that hopefully it opens your eyes a bit to what has been going on for yourself and how you might be able to shift yourself further ahead. Now, as we go through this process, know that my links are all down in the description. So if you do want to connect at some point, to learn more or to be able to work with me, they're all down there for you to be able to do that. Okay, so when I started my business, I went through all of the right trainings, lots of years in accounting, in learning and development, in helping build rapport in teams and in businesses. I had so much business experience that I totally thought that I was doing everything right when I started my business, but I was getting hung up on the small things, the things like what should I name my business? I waited over 6 months to really start my business because I was so determined to have a clever and awesome name. And guess what? I changed it. I changed it about a year and a half ago to my name because people will connect with me better knowing who I am versus just some random name. So it really depends on your business as to how you might want to portray yourself now or in the future. But I will tell you the biggest limitation I had set for myself was that I did not believe in myself enough. I did not believe in myself enough to make my name the forefront. But now, after all of these years, after all the experience, things are different. Now I trust in what I can do and what I can provide and the transformation that I can make for others. So for me, I trust it, but I wish back then that I knew I could trust it. I had been through coaching training through an ICF approved program. Like I had everything I absolutely needed, but yet I was hiding behind a different name. Now, one of the things to consider when you're looking at really embracing who you are and including it into your business is you really want to make sure that your values and beliefs are in there, but that your personality is as well. You may be feeling like you need to be a certain level of professional and you should be wearing a certain type of clothing and you should react like this and you should act like that. Well, let me tell you, that's okay in some instances. If you're a lawyer, if you're an accountant, if you're a doctor, you do need to fit the bill for how you dress, walk, talk, that kind of thing, right? But when you're an entrepreneur and you really want to connect with your clients and customers and you really want to be authentic, you need to be authentic to you. You're not going to show up in your pajamas, but you don't need to have the lawyer's suit. Think of 3 or 4 different locations and think about which of those locations you would imagine your ideal customer being. And then think about how they would expect you to look or feel. And does that resonate with you? Because if it does, if it feels right, then do it. But if you need to adjust a bit, it's okay because you are you. And they're mainly coming there because of the vibe that you're putting out. Does that make sense? So your vibe is super, super important to attracting the right people in without having to feel like you're begging for it. Because when you're begging for customers or you're begging for clients and you have this need, there is this sense of scarcity that comes in, and people are repelled by that. It's like they're feeling forced to be around you. And nobody likes feeling forced to be around somebody. So open up in a way that they feel like they want to be there. So when I first started in my business as a coach, I was trying to connect with a lot of new people. And I showed up in a way that I was dressed really nice. I felt good. I felt great. I felt beautiful. I was ready to take on anything. Like it was magical. But I was not exactly in the right vibe. It was hard for me to connect on that level because I wanted to be more like I am right here with you, to share this energy and vibe between myself and my clients. When I found the acupressurists, the yoga instructors, the story writers, those people had the same type of vibe, but they also really needed the help that I could provide, because the thing is they were so focused in the awesomeness that they did, their gifts and their talents and how they could share that, that they needed some guidance on the business side and some guidance on really connecting their business to what they love to do. And that's what you should be doing in your business, really connecting what you love to do and sharing it and leaning on other people around you to fill in the gap. So when I think about who I was back then, when I first started and being super professional, then moving more into the group and the vibe and the attraction marketing for the entrepreneurs that really jived with me, and we got great results because it worked so well, because they were the people that I should be marketing to. Now that I've really incorporated my intuitive skills, my energy healing, and more into the business strategy by helping entrepreneurs connect to who they are, I am finding I am even more in my space. I am even more in a place where I feel full and whole, like I'm filling my own cup. What I'm doing is bringing them success, helping them get over mindset and energy work while I am filling my own cup and bringing life to my own success. And I want you to really connect that deeply with the people that you're working with. Because if you can connect that deeply, you are moving mountains for them. You are moving mountains for yourself. You are really connected. And it takes a long time to get there. It takes a long time to reflect inward. If you saw me back on day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even year 1 or 2 in my business, you would have said, "You're doing a great job, Tara, but is this really what you want to do?" And if you were to come to me today, you'd likely say something along the lines of, "Hey, Tara, I see how much energy and how much love you have for what you do, and your clients are getting just as much out of it. Great job. I'm so glad you found something you love." So please go ahead and take the next few steps I'm giving here to help guide you to that place of wholeheartedness, of your full values and beliefs are infused into your business. And while you're going through the process of the steps I'm about to give you, go down below, click subscribe, hit the bell, and leave me a comment. What is it that really has stood out in today's video that you can't wait to explore more? What I'd love for you to do right now is have a sheet of paper and make 3 columns. Okay. One is past, one is now, and one is future. And what I'd like to see you do is in each one answer these few questions. Start with the past. Where did you start off in? Then move to where do you believe you are now? And where would you like to be in this area in the future? Because the thing is when you start looking at this, you can see the progression you've already made, but you can also see where you want to be and start to recognize the steps you might need to get there and who you might need to lean on to make it those extra steps further. If you need to lean on someone like me who's actually been through the process and made all these changes, and someone who believes in you while taking you through the steps, look down below and connect. But these are the questions I want you to answer. What I'd like to see you do is actually take this and do all of the past ones first. Okay, so answer these questions as if when you first started your business. Answer all of them and then move on to the all of the same questions in the present tense for now, and then in a future tense for the future. Okay, pause in between each question, answer, and then come back to the video. So the first question is, what do I value most about what I do? The second question is, what value do I bring to my customers or clients? The third question, what value does this bring for me or my family? And the fourth question is, do I feel fulfilled? The fifth question is, what can I do to feel even more connected to my business? Now, here's the thing, when you answer all of these questions, they are going to seem tricky at first because it's hard to get real with ourselves. But do the work. Do the nitty gritty and do the work behind it. You might be able to see patterns and trends of things that you do that maybe you need to stop doing, or you might be able to see the direction you're going and be even more excited about what you're doing right now. You might even be able to picture this grand life actually coming into reality for you. What I'd really like to see you do is analyze it in a way that you actually dig deep and figure out, hey, am I on track? Is there something I need adjustment with? And how do I get there? How do I get to that future me and reach all of those things that I value? How do I make it there? I'm so excited that you spent this time with me today, and I hope this has been helpful. Go and join my Facebook group. Go check out my programs. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to be here. I can't wait to get to know you better. I hope you have a great day. Bye.